So I need your attention here, okay? We're going to talk about sustainable development.
I would say the vision of the World Youth Alliance is of personal excellence. You see all of these young people from all around the world. They care about others, they care about the world.
We all have the same mission because we all want to change the world. We all want to change our societies.
Everyone's talking about human rights, but no one knows why they're protecting them.
They're looking for answers. Who am I? Do I actually matter?
How can I really implement human dignity in my day-to-day life?
Just that idea that if you believe in something enough and you work hard enough, you can really change the world with something as simple as the idea of the dignity of the human person.
If you can teach people lessons of human dignity, there will be a lot less massacres or genocide. Which is why principles that YA stands for, which is equality and dignity for every human being, is very important. Because unless you know why you're fighting for something, I don't think that goal can be achieved in the short term or even in the long term.
YA is really making me see the beauty in a person despite everything else and making it something more than just ideology or a theory, putting it into practice and really kind of starting a revolution.
I think there is an urgency in terms of our work. I don't see anyone else doing the work the World Youth Alliance is doing. Freedom is this huge burden of responsibility, but also power in that sense that through ideas you're shaping your surroundings and trying to sculpt them towards something better.
Human dignity is how he is to improve himself for what is true and what is beautiful.
Definitely an urgent time to point out those inconsistencies in our different ideologies and show that we need to be consistently affirming the value of human life at all levels, otherwise we all become vulnerable.
Organizations like World Youth Alliance have to exist because there's a constant need for someone to stand up for the little guy, the person that has no voice, and that's what World Youth Alliance does.
The World Youth Alliance aims to educate young people on the dignity of the human person and to build solidarity among the youth from developed and developing countries. Signing up to become a YA member is super easy. Number one, you have to be between the ages of 10 to 30. And second, you have to sign the World Youth Alliance Charter on our website. And after that, you'll be part of hundreds of opportunities around the world and you'll meet a lot of new friends. There are many opportunities for young people to get involved with YA. First is through our advocacy-related events by studying our YA white papers or representing YA at international institutions. Second is through our educational projects like undergoing our certified training program, becoming an intern, or bringing the human dignity curriculum to your school or youth community. And the third is through our cultural initiatives like participating in our regional arts forum or through our Manhattan International Film Festival. YA members should do the CTP because it allows them to understand deeper the dignity of the human person, and it gives them various reading, studying how movements around the world have really helped in terms of promoting the dignity of the person and what are some of the problematic movements that have led to various challenges in our history. First is really enjoying the readings. The readings are really rich and there's so many great authors that we've compiled through the CTP. So it's really important for you to enjoy the experience and not rushing through it. The second is for you to discuss these ideas with your family, with your friends, so that you're able to also get their ideas and their thoughts. And the third is if you need any help, just asking for your mentors to really help you and coach you in the process. YA members can apply to our internship program, which is available online. It is available in all of our regional offices around the world, and we have limited slots, so I encourage you to sign up today. The World Youth Alliance invests in really educating young people on the dignity of the human person. And this is important because when young people around the world understand that they have worth, that the people around them have the same worth that they have, they're able to create excellent decisions and they're able to contribute towards the flourishing of their societies and their countries. First, you have to undergo the Certified Training Program, or the CTP, and once you've passed the training program, you can inform your regional director, and they will help you with the next steps needed for you to become a chapter leader for your own school or for your country. Yes, definitely. We have a program for them, and it's called the Human Dignity Curriculum. It's a personal identity program that helps children understand their dignity and how they can make excellent decisions. Yes, of course. You can become a World Youth Alliance friend. WIA Friends help WIA through various ways, by becoming a donor or by introducing us to youth communities or to schools all around the world. We'd like to invite you to join the 1 million young people all around the world and become part of the World Youth Alliance. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. See you around! Hello to all of our World Youth Alliance members and friends from all around the world. Welcome to the 4th episode of Live with the WIA President. We would like to know if you're watching the show with us today. Please comment your name and your country, and feel free to write down any comments or questions that you have, and we'll be answering them throughout the show. So please comment down your names and your countries. We want to see, especially if you're an alumni or a former intern or current trainee from the World Youth Alliance, we'd like to know if you're watching. We are very excited to have this new online event series for all of our Dignity Defenders. And this is really a program that we prepared so that you can get to know the people behind the amazing projects of the World Youth Alliance and to learn updates from the World Youth Alliance staff members themselves. Before we invite our guest staff member for today, we would like to start with a World Youth Alliance trivia. And our trivia for today is, what is WIA's first newsletter name? This was our very first newsletter that was obviously launched in the first years of the organization. So if you know the name of our first newsletter, please type them down in the comments and we'll answer this question later before we end the show. So let's get started. I'm sure you're very excited. This is the 4th series, 4th part of the 6-part series, and I'm sure you're very excited to meet our WIA staff member for today. So I have invited so far 3 regional offices, and this week we're going to welcome our 4th regional office. And for today, we have invited the World Youth Alliance Latin America Program Officer, Paula, live from Colombia. Welcome to the show, Paula. I'm very, very excited to have you today. How are you? I know it's very early now in Colombia.
Hi, Lord. Yes, good morning. It's actually 9:02 a.m. So I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for hosting this. And yeah, let's start.
That's great. Thank you. I'm sure you have a lot of your members, who are watching you today. We are live on WIA Global and WIA Latin America. And, I'd like you to, just maybe greet your members, in Spanish, since this is Latin America. Would you like to say a few words and just greet your members in Spanish?
Yes, of course. I would love to do that. Bueno, buenos días a todos. Muchísimas gracias a todos por estar aquí. Gracias por acompañarme. Yo sé que todos han hecho un esfuerzo, ya sea porque pues unos están estudiando, otros trabajando, pero muchísimas gracias por acompañarme y por apoyar a la región y claramente a World Youth Alliance.
Gracias, Paula. Muy bien. Unfortunately, my Spanish isn't that good yet, so those are the two words that I can say for now, but hopefully you'll be able to follow us throughout the show. So we're gonna start. So far, this is the fourth segment that we have, and we're very excited to have you, Paula. So to start off with this episode, similar to the former staff members we've invited, we'd like you to share with us your World Youth Alliance journey. Share with us how you met the World Youth Alliance, why did you join WAYA, and what were your first engagements with the organization?
Yeah, so I studied law at University of La Sabana here in Colombia. So I was so excited because I was in 10th semester, like my 5th year of law. And I was wondering if I could get any internship abroad, right? So international internship. And I was so excited, even more excited, because I realized that my university had like an alliance with, like an agreement with the World Youth Alliance. So I contacted you, and then everything started. I was an advocacy intern for the World Youth Alliance in New York. And at the same time, I was a FEM intern, so the Fertility Education and Medical Management intern. And then I became the CTP trainer, one of the CTP trainers, and I'm here being the program officer of the World Alliance.
Thank you, Paula. Yes, similar to my Y story and many of our former staff that invited, Paula also started her Y journey through the internship program, and she was actually part of our most recent internship program in New York, which was actually an extended internship program because of the pandemic. So
yeah.
Paula was there for a full, I think, 6 months, and we did have a lot of work, but also a lot of fun times together. And for my next question, Paula, I'd like you to complete this sentence. If it wasn't for WAYA, I would have never blank. So again, if it wasn't for WAYA, I would have never blank.
In Mandasi. Yeah, if it wasn't for WAYA, I would have never eaten Mandasi. Yeah.
Can you share with our live viewers today, like, what is Mandazi?
Yeah,
and when did you try it?
Yeah. For those who don't know what Mandasi is an African dish. It's so delicious. And in New York, I had a friend, and he was really, really good with this cooking skills. So he basically taught us how to cook mandasi. I failed on the first try, but yeah, it was really, really good. And at this moment, I'm like missing those things. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. If it wasn't also for Waya, I also would not have the chance to try mandazi. Mandazi is a famous Kenyan bread, and it's really, really good. We'll also be showing some greetings from some of your members throughout the show. And here we have one member who's saying hi. Her name is Sylvia, and she's from Costa Rica. Love what you all do at the World Youth Alliance. Greetings. Thank you, Sylvia, for watching us. We also have another member, Paula. Same as your name, Paula. Also Camila.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Balkis, thank you for joining us in the show. Balkis was also a fellow intern of Paula in New York.
Yes.
Good morning to you too, Stephen. Thank you for watching us today. It's so great. We have a lot of viewers watching us today, Paula. Karen, thank you for watching the show with us. Manuela, muchas gracias. Wow, we have so many members watching us today. Thank you for your greetings. I wanted to touch on briefly what Paula mentioned earlier. As part of the internship program in New York, one of the most beautiful things that they do is they do a lot of cultural exchange. And one way how they do that is through the showcase of their food from their own country. And this fellow intern of Paula is we're gonna name this person, this famous person, Kenyan person, David, prepared mandazi a few times. So shout out to David. I'm not sure if you're watching right now, but we appreciate you introducing us to mandazi, and we can't wait to see you again.
Yes.
But most of all, to try more mandazis, right, Paula?
Yes, yes, I would love to do that again. And he's actually planning to come to Colombia, so I'm more excited.
That's great.
Yeah.
Then you can share the mandazi to your friends and to your family.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Yes.
That's awesome. All right, so we're trying to do some surprise segments now for the show, for the Live with the Y president. I'm not sure if you watched the episode for last week, but we had some surprise photos for Cynthia and Kevin. And
Oh
for
my
this
God.
week, we also prepared a surprise segment for you. And speaking of food, the first surprise segment is related to food. And so for this week, we're going to show surprise videos for you, Paula. Are you ready?
Okay, yes, I'm ready.
All right, so for our first video, I would like to request our tech team to show the video on screen for Paula to see.
No, I
Okay, salt.
Is this the beak?
Claire. So Maura, you can hide yours with the egg. You have to mix the egg with this one so that it's not as bad tasting.
Okay. I don't think you can.
So that you don't notice the texture so much.
Yeah.
Too much. Paula, you didn't
hide. Ready?
Okay, I'm gonna finish
No,
this.
I need more.
In case that's necessary.
It's not bad. It's like chicken.
So that was our
yeah.
first surprise video, Paula. So for all of our online viewers, that was Paula trying the balut dish from the Philippines. It's a fertilized duck egg, and we also have it in other Asian countries. And we often share this with our interns in New York for them to have an experience of Filipino culture. And Paula was just so brave. Like, I've never met an intern who was just immediately like, okay, yes, game, I'm going to eat it. So Paula, can you share with us, like, why didn't you have any doubt, in trying exotic food, and how was that experience?
It was strange because I have never tried that before. So just the fact of them, like Mauricio, who was my fellow intern as well, with his face and, like doing those faces, I was like, that gave me so much courage to try it. My dad has always teach me that I have to try different things always, like in terms of food. And every time I visit like a new country, I'm very, very like, how do you call out? Like, I'm very, very
curious, like you want to try something new.
That's the word. Yeah. About the food that the country, like has. So I thought, like, why not, right? So I tried.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was strange. Of course, you have this sensation of doing, like an egg had something in it, and like,
okay, I think you can reserve some points for the viewer. I think you can reserve some of that special surprise for the other viewers when they try it.
Yeah,
just so there's an element of surprise. Yeah. But that's great. And actually, your fellow intern Mauricio is also watching us live here today. So Mauricio, shout out. Thank you for also your courageous act. If you have tried balut, comment in the comment section below, or let us know if you want to try this dish. Hello, Mauricio. Thank you for joining us. And Paula did enjoy that moment. This was like their last few days in New York before they tried this dish. All right. So that was our first video that we showed, and don't worry, Paula, we're only gonna show 2 videos. Right? There's a lot that happened during your internship, and it was hard for us to select like the top 2. All right. So for our next video, I'd like to request our tech team to please show it on screen. All right. So again, that was actually with Mauricio, your Colombian best buddy. So tell us, what were you dancing in this video, and why were you dancing in this video? This was taken at the Waya headquarters in New York.
Yeah, yeah. So we were dancing because we had like a get together with some of the YM members. So that was one of the performances, and we decided with Mauricio that we, like we love to dance, and that is called merengue. Yeah. So we are known here in Latin America for dancing, being very happy as always. Yeah, that was one of the things that we are very, like committed to do because we love to dance. So yeah, thanks, Mauricio. For
That's
always
great.
following.
Yeah, Mauritius also always came, to try different food or to dance. So when we were in New York, we organized a lot of online events for our members, and Paula and Mauricio would perform to them in some of these events. So thank you for showcasing the real Latino culture and all the fun, including the dancing. All right. So, since this week, we're featuring Latin America, we cannot end the show without having you actually perform with all of us today, with all of our online viewers. So please, Paula, can you share with us some moves, some Latino moves to all of our viewers, just, to make it more fun and to bring us all to Colombia, to Latin America?
Yeah. I would love to do that. So actually, my dad is not here anymore. So I would love to introduce my mom. And she is the one who's gonna dance with me.
Awesome, that's great.
Yeah, so mommy, ven. So she's my mom. And she's gonna dance with me. Yes. Oh, let me.
This is so exciting. We're very excited.
Está muy emocionado. Me oye? No. So, please, the tech team, will you play the song, please, for me? Thank you. We can't hear. Okay, that was it.
Bravo, Paula. Bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you for showcasing the Latino culture with all of us. That was amazing. Like I was dancing here in my seat. Like I still remember like when Paolo in New York, they would always dance, in the Waya house. And when they're in the kitchen, they dance. When we work out, we dance. Before they sleep, they dance. So we cannot leave the show without having Paula showcase some of those dancing. So thank you, Paula. What's the name of your mom again?
Sorry, what did you say?
What is the name of your mom again?
Oh, okay.
Yes, please thank her for us for joining us for the show this week.
Okay.
All right, so those are the two videos that we wanted to showcase to you and to all of our online viewers, because the purpose of this program is really for our members to get to know you better. And I hope they had a chance to do that through those two videos. And for my next question, Paula, I wanted to ask you, what are you've started this role, a few months ago, and there's been a lot of activities, that has been happening in Latin America. And I wanted to ask, what are you most excited about for the Latin America and also for the Caribbean region, especially for the next couple of months? And can you share with us some of your upcoming events and projects for our members and also for our alumni?
Yeah. So I'm most excited to share with us some of our projects, of course, and events that, we have for the next year and also for this year, later this year. So we are going to have the Youth Summit in October, and we also going to have the Latin America Emerging Leaders Conference, which will be in December, later this year. So I'm more excited because we are going to have some members for more countries that we used to have, like now we have Suriname, and then we have Brazil. We are having people from Honduras, people from Argentina. So that's something that I will, be very, very excited to show that we are an alliance, and it's a huge, huge thing. We are not saying that it's a big movement, and this is something amazing. We are the dignity defenders, and these have to be shown in Latin America and the Caribbean. The second thing that I'm very excited about is to get to the Caribbean area. So, of course, we have Latin America and the Caribbean, and I'm very excited to get to there. So that's one of the projects that we are trying to get and to achieve in this, second middle of this year.
Thank you so much, Paula. Those are all very exciting. And today we have a lot of our alumni who are watching us. Some of them are your interns, former interns, current CTP trainees, and some of them right now might be hearing the World Youth Alliance for the very first time. So, I wanted to invite you, if you're not yet a YA member, to sign up to become a World Youth Alliance member. It's for free, and you can sign up by visiting our website, wya.net/charter or /get involved. It will bring you to the same page, I promise. So one of the things that we also invite our members to participate is our certified training program. And we've actually had a lot of certified training program trainees this past couple of months. We have groups in Peru, in Colombia, and I just wanted to ask, can you share with us, Paula, what was the experience of working with these trainees? What are some of the things that they've learned so far? So that our other YA members will feel excited to enroll for the training program.
Yeah, I really have to tell that we're in, at the beginning of my experience, to live everything that I have lived and experienced in the World Youth Alliance. So recently, we actually, have a lot of members from Peru because we have an agreement with Universidad de Piura. And that has been amazing. Like, those guys are being very committed to the CTP. They are so active, and they really are so, like, engaged and have been participated a lot in the discussions. So that's been something amazing. Like, they are really committed, and it's like, they are youth people, and they are always trying to know more. They are curious about all these like topics and readings that we have in the CTP. So it's not only about reading, it's also participating. It's, like, contacting your fellow CTP, so it's been quite an experience. And some of them have um, told me that they are really grateful for all this experience, because it's something that they wouldn't, like, know that this was about that. So it's an amazing experience. And of course, I invite all of those who haven't done the CTP to do it, to participate, to apply for this great opportunity that we have in Latin America.
That's awesome. Thank you, Paula. And the best thing about this training program is it's actually for free. Plus, it's available in Spanish. So to all of our members in Latin America, please enroll for this free training opportunity by visiting our website, wya.net/CTP. Again, this is a free training program where you will learn from various authors and different texts from all around the world, readings covering human dignity, freedom, solidarity, and even international law and human rights. All right. So I have one last question. We'll see how much time we still have. And for my next question for you, Paula, I wanted you to share with us what is your favorite core activity. So obviously right now, we're still, in the pandemic, and, as young people, we really have to be creative, to make sure that, we're able, to do, like fun things, or catch up, with friends, or, do hobbies, or, explore different things, during our spare time. So, I'm sure our members are wondering right now, like, what is it that Paula enjoys to do outside of work, and what is your favorite core activity?
Yeah. I will say one of the things that were allowed during, quarantine was to do exercise, like out of the houses and everything. So I really enjoyed to go to the Central Park and run around. It was very good, and like, we went all together, so it was kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely so much fun. And sometimes when we can't go leave the house, we would just exercise in the house, and Paula would always be our leader. She would lead us in the exercise. And I wanted to shout out to your fellow interns who are watching us here, your fellow quarantine members, Malquise, Mauricio, and David. Hello. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us today for this show. It's so great to have you. And there's just a lot of things that we did together in New York, and I can't believe that now we are back in our own houses, and enjoying time with our families. All right. So for my final question, for you, Paula, I wanted to ask you, during your time in New York as a World Youth Alliance intern, what was your funniest WIA memory?
I would say David. Yeah, for sure. I was always laughing with David. So, like, talking about funniest experiences in New York has been always with David. Thank you, David.
Shout out again to our favorite Kenyan quarantine member, David. David is very talented. He cooks, he was also the main barber in the White House during the quarantine period. He was my barber and Mauritius barber, and he was also Paula's barber, or like, I don't know, like hair. he helped Paula with her hair needs. So thank you, David, for all of your help. And don't worry, we won't be sharing any more photos and videos of your experience in New York. All right, so thank you again, Paula, for joining us today for this episode. I can't believe it's already 30 minutes. We enjoyed having you for this show, and thank you for all your work in Latin America and to all of your interns and members. And hopefully, many of them can continue to be engaged. And for those who are new, feel free to follow us on social media or send them an email at latinamerica@y.net to get involved in our various programs. Thank you, Paula. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Lord, y gracias a todos los que nos están escuchando y a todos los que han participado a través del chat de este live. Espero también que participen en todos nuestros eventos, en todas las actividades que tenemos y en todos los retos también que vienen por delante. Muchísimas gracias.
Muy bien, Paula. Perfecto. Muy bien. All right. So before we end the show, now we're going to answer the Waya trivia for the week. And again, we're going to flash on the screen our trivia for the week. And our trivia is, what is Waya's first newsletter name? I'm actually not sure if Paula knows the answer to this question because we oftentimes don't tell this. And I'm not sure if anyone answered this correctly, but the answer for this question is Esperanza, which is in Spanish, which means hope, right, Paula?
Yes. It's also a name.
So this was, yes, it's also a name, yeah, common name in Latin America. And this was our very first newsletter. It wasn't online, actually, it was just printed. We distributed it to the United Nations, to our members around the world. And up until today, the message of Waya is really, truly a message of hope. We try to, inspire and encourage young people around the world that they can do a lot for their country. And that is all because of their intrinsic and inviolable dignity. So if you're not yet a Waya member, please sign up so you can receive our monthly global newsletter. All right. So again, if you're not yet a Waya member, please visit the website of Waya, wya.net/get-involved, and join the global movement. I invite you to join the global movement of over 1 million young people in over 200 countries and territories. And joining Waya is for free. Our training program, the certified training program, is also for free. Enrollment is now open. So if you're interested, please sign up through our website, wya.net/CPP. Be the first to know about our future events. Make sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next week for the 5th episode of this 6-part series. And next week, we're going to have our World Youth Alliance staff, and we have a big crowd joining me next week. We have Elizabeth, Maggie, Miss Love, Valentino, and Anna, and all of them will be live here in Live with the Waya President. Thank you again for joining us, and have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Paula.
Gracias, Lord.